In this lesson, we are going to start with lesson 5, which is kilometers and meters. Now, in previous lessons, we said that we use centimeter unit to measure or as a unit for the measurements of short things like a pencil, like a ruler, like your mobile, like your tablet, like your book. And in meters, we use the unit of meter to measure the longer things or the higher things, the things that are like your classroom height or your distance between you and your colleague in the same room or the same class, or the height of your desk, the width of your desk. That's why we use meter. But sometimes there are measurements that are bigger, greater than those measurements. The distance can be between you and your mother or your sister or your relatives, can be a distance between a city and a city. So can we use meter in this case? Well, there is a bigger unit which is called kilometers. This unit is used to measure the distances that are greater than a distance in between two colleagues in one room or in one place. Now, why do we use kilometers again? To measure distances between one city and another, one country and another, to measure the height of a mountain. Like mountains are too high, the greatest mountains on earth are too high, and we need to measure it using a bigger unit, and here we use kilometers. Now, how do we write kilometer? It is written like this, kilometer. And as we said before, sometimes we need to convert between unit and other. So here we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, right? But how many meters are 1 kilometer? What do you think? Is it 100? Actually, no. It is 1,000. 1,000 meters. So each 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter. So now, after we know that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters and 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meter, we are going to use this ladder so that it is very easy for us to memorize the conversion between those units. It is the first ladder, which is the smallest unit, and the smallest unit is centimeter. We use it to measure the smallest or the shortest things. The unit that comes right after centimeter is meter, and the bigger unit here that we know it till now is kilometer. For sure there are bigger units and you will get to know them in bigger grades, upper grades, but now this is the biggest or the greatest unit we know till now. Now, 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters? It is 100. So we write the difference here, which is 100. 1 kilometer equal how many meters? It is 1,000. So when we convert from kilometer and going down from kilometer to meter, we multiply by 1,000. And from meter to centimeter, we are multiplying by 100. Okay. From kilometer to centimeter, we are just adding the zeros. 3 zeros and 2 zeros is 5 zeros. So we are multiplying by 100,000. Okay. Now, how to compare between those units? Well, sometimes it is it refers to logic. Like I know that every 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meter, right? So if I ask you, which is bigger, 700 meters or 1 kilometer? Here I don't need to convert because it's very obvious, right? Well, I have 700 meter, which is obviously less than 1000, which is less than 1 kilometer. And here we have 1 kilometer. So which is greater? If I told you to choose one of those symbols, I will choose for sure the second symbol, which is this. Why? Because the symbol opens its mouth to the greater, right? And here I know that 700 meters is less than 1000 meter. It is less than 1 kilometer. So 1 kilometer is the greatest. Now, if I asked you to compare 1 kilometer, 300 meters, and 2 kilometers, which is bigger? 100 kilometer and 3 meters or 2 kilometers? It is for sure 2 kilometers. Why? Because here we have only 1 kilometer and here we have 2 kilometers. So we use to compare the bigger number first, and here it is this one, right? Okay. Now, if I asked you to compare 650 meters or 1 kilometer, 800 meters, which is bigger? Well, obviously here there is no kilometers and it is only 650 meters, which is less than 1 kilometer. So this one is greater, right? Okay. If I asked you to compare 256 meters with 1 kilometer and 100 meters. So which is bigger? Here we don't have kilometers, so here we have 0 kilometers. So comparing the bigger units, it is this one is bigger. Now, if we have one meter, 50 centimeters, or 500 centimeters. Here we use to convert units so that we can compare, right? But now I will use logic to compare them. Like here we have 1 meter and here we have 500 centimeters, and I know that each 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. So here we have 5 meters, right? So which one is bigger, 1 meter or 5 meters? It is 5 meters. Now we will use logic. Okay, I will say I only have 1 meter here, but here I may have more than 1 meter, since each 100 is 1 meter. So this is obviously bigger, right? So now if I want to compare 500 meters plus 500 and 10 meters with 2 kilometers, what do you think? Well, we should add those, right? Which is 1, add the ones first, 0, tens. 1 and hundreds tens, which is 1010 meters. Comparing it with kilometers, we have 2 kilometers. Now, this is kilometer and this is meter. Now, here, how to compare it, how to convert it into kilometers? Well, each 1000 is 1 kilometer, right? So here is 1 kilometer. And the other are meters, right? Which is 10 meters. Comparing them with 2 kilometers, we compare the bigger units first. So here we have 2 kilometers here, 1 kilometer here, so obviously this is bigger. Okay, now we are going to again learn how to convert kilometers and meters into kilometers. Now, how to convert meters into kilometers? Now we know that each 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So each 1000 meters are 1 kilometer. Now if we have 2560 meters, we want to convert them into kilometers and meters. Okay, how many kilometers and how many meters? Now, previously we said each 100 centimeters is 1 meter, so we used to go to the hundreds place. Here, each 1000 meters is 1 meter, is 1 kilometer, so we are going to the thousand place. So here the thousands place has 2. So how many kilometers do we have? We have 2. And the rest are meters. So 560 are meters, because 560 is less than 1000, so all of them are not 1 kilo yet. That's why we use that, we say about it, it is still meters. So we have 2 kilometers, 560 meters. Okay? Okay, now if we have a distance that is from this point to this point, this distance was 2 kilometers, and a distance from here to here, it was 300 meters. What is the distance between those 2 points, A and B? Well, we should add 2 kilometers plus 300 meters. And can we add kilometers to meters? Sure, for sure, no. Here, 300 meters are not kilometer yet, so we just add them up by this. It's written like this: 2 kilometers, 300 meters. Okay? Now going to our book, page 80, please open it. Question number 1 is asking us, when do we use kilometers instead of meters to measure any record length? Give 3 examples. Well, I already answered this question, so this is your homework for today. Answer this question number 2, and I'm going to solve question number 1 is your homework. Question number 2, we are going to solve it right now. So here we have this diagram, shows that Peter's home is in the starting point, which is this point, and here we have 3 kilometers, the distance between Peter's home and the library, and the distance between the library and the park is 800 kilometers. Now, what is the distance between Peter's home and the park? Now we are going to measure the distance from here, from this point to this point. Now, what do you think we should do? We should add or subtract those numbers? Good job. We should add. We should add 3 kilometers plus 800 centimeters, 800 meters. Okay. Now, can we add kilometers to meters? For sure, no. We said previously that we can't. So, because 800 is not a kilometer yet, right? Otherwise, we can convert them. Now, we just write it this way. The distance is 3 kilometers and 800 meters. Okay? Okay, that's it for today. We are going to solve next time. We are going to solve question number 3 and 4 and the other questions. See you next time. Bye, guys.